State Congressman Scott Perry has been a lightning rod for controversy, including the 2020 election, climate change, and government shutdowns. Democrats think that makes him vulnerable next year, and candidates are lining up to challenge Perry, including one who announced today. Dennis Owens reports.
I'm Lieutenant Colonel Mike O'Brien.
Mike O'Brien recently retired from the Marines, but is still able to launch an attack.
Congressman Scott Perry and his far-right gang of insurrectionists are a threat to democracy and a threat to our freedoms.
O'Brien announced via video that he's a Democratic candidate for the seat Republican Scott Perry has held for 6 terms, spurred, he says, by Perry's challenge after January 6th to PA's vote.
After all the death and destruction of that day, and who wasn't going to have the character and integrity to stand up against that? And that's Scott Perry. So for me, that's when it became personal.
O'Brien is straight out of Central Casting, a Top Gun fighter pilot, married to a Navy pilot, 2 children. He's well-spoken and can deliver talking points.
My campaign's not about Democrat versus Republican. It's about American versus un-American.
His resume may be a strength. His residency?
He's kind of parachuted, no pun intended, into the district. He registered to vote here in April, so he's really only been a resident for a couple months.
O'Brien grew up outside Philadelphia, now has an apartment in Harrisburg. Wife and kids finishing up her Navy service are still living in San Diego. All legal, but will voters accept it? Perry's people refuse to acknowledge him, saying only that Scott looks forward to putting his record of service and accomplishment before the voters next November, and he is confident they will again return him to Congress. O'Brien first has to get past a couple Democrats. Shemaine Daniels and Rick Copeland, who ran before, are running again.
There's at least a 3-way and potentially a 4-way Democratic primary. So obviously they think there's something in the water here. Remains to be seen.
Challenging the 2020 election, heading the Conservative Freedom Caucus, and possibly pushing the government toward shutdown overspending, Democrats see Perry as way too extreme. Voters thus far have disagreed. O'Brien knows it's an uphill fight, but says fighting is what he does.
I'm not a politician. I'm a leader, quite frankly. We don't need more politicians in Washington. We need leaders.
In Harrisburg, Dennis Owens, ABC 27 News.